You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's Joe here with Deranged. Sorry for yelling at you guys. We are out testing the new KRX 4. We got some 35s on. We're up at about, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 12,000 feet.
Yeah, when Dave checked, where were you at? 92? 93?
Yeah. So somewhere around there, we'll be up, we'll get up above 10,000 somewhere. So putting it through its paces, running it on some trails, doing some kind of mountain trail stuff. We've done some sand and some rocks and stuff like that. We wanted to get it up in the mountains, see how it performs there. So let's take off and join us. We'll kind of give you our thoughts throughout the video, what we think of the KRX4 on, you know, in the trail setting.
So we got Dave in the back and a bunch of gear on the other side, which is probably another 80 pounds. So
yeah, I guess a good thing to say is we're up 12,000 feet, 10,000 feet, whatever it is. And we're 3 fat guys. Well, 2 fat guys and 1 dude that's lost some weight, more than us anyway. And we're gonna see how the KRX does. Let's go. All right, guys, this should be interesting. We're in a little bit of a tight situation here. Gonna help you understand the length and how it affects coming through these tight squeezes. That tree, just go right up against it, dude. There's no, oh, those up there? Let me, guys, this tree's dead. So before I take it down, just understand we're talking about a dead tree here. Okay, tucked them back in, didn't break them off. They're gonna go naturally down the other way. You're gonna have to back up because you're gonna hit that tree.
which one?
You're up against the tree, right? That's good.
There? Am I clear?
Yeah, yeah, you're clear. Wait, there. Straight, straight. This way a little bit. Straight. You're good there. That's all you got. Now you can turn. Now you can turn. Now you can go that way.
Got it?
Oh, not quite. Oh no, it gets wider back there. Crank it this way.
Yeah,
back up a little bit.
Turn driver and just go.
No. Okay. Now come wider. All you need is an inch, man.
Did I get it?
Indeed. You're good, dude. Perfect. Perfect. A little tight coming through there. Should we just wait for Garrett to be done on his phone?
Probably. Might be a minute.
You about done there, Garrett?
Well, I'm taking care of, like, since I, like, take care of most of the orders and everything for you guys. Sorry.
Garrett's working on website stuff.
Sounds like he's a little bitter about it.
Sounds a little bitter. So we are, what, we're 10, 15 miles in. The thing that all of us just consistently feel about this ride is the ride. Like,
Ride quality.
ride quality is, it's ridiculous. Like, for a stock machine, obviously this is Kawasaki's machine, it's stock. We did put 35s on it, and that does make an impact, but even on the stock tires, the ride is flipping awesome for this thing. Super smooth, all that little chatter stuff, you don't feel it, man. You're just,
It's really nice.
you know, cruising. So if you're doing, you know, farm roads, that kind of thing, or whatever, if you're doing mountain trails, if you're doing anywhere where there's like that small chattery stuff or whatever, absorbs it awesome. Ride is great. So
Front and back seat.
yeah, so Dave's been riding in the back. I'll switch him when we get started here again, so I'll be sitting in the back, see what it's like, and for a tall guy or whatever. But yeah, front and back's been great. I don't know, the biggest thing that stands out is that ride quality.
We are feeling a little bit of the power loss with the 35s and all of us in it up at 10,000 feet, but
Yeah, so
Altitude is playing the biggest
Yeah.
role here.
altitude plays a big role in horsepower with naturally aspirated machines, especially, but really all machines.
but it's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's like how fast do you need to go?
Well, how fast do you need to go, and how often are you 10, 11,000 feet, right?
Yeah.
So we're up.
10,400 feet right
Yeah, we're at 10,400 feet, and we're probably going to climb another 300 or 400 at least before we're done. So
And it cruises just fine.
Yep, and I will say too, we experienced the same thing in the Ranger that we had up here, in the Talon that we had up here, and the Defender. Yeah, anything we've had up here, you've experienced the same thing, right? You feel the power loss.
You're going 90, you're not cool.
Yeah, but at the same time, like most of these trails, most of these roads, the speed limit's 25 miles an hour anyway. So
it easily does that.
Yeah, so and it handles that just fine. But yeah, I mean, the ride's flipping awesome, comfort's flipping awesome, just a great machine. So that's where we're at right now. We'll get some more miles on it, check in. You guys have any other thoughts?
Sure, windshields.
Oh, we haven't showed the windshields yet. The windshields just look awesome.
From the first install video.
So this is the first one Dirt Warriors is done. It looks great. Is it a single piece too?
No, it's 3 pieces.
Just the window though, right?
Well, if you would
oh no, the window right here.
Install video.
So there's an install video that I haven't watched yet. Actually, you did it wasn't really how to install it though,
yeah,
was
we
it?
did. We talked about stuff. You just totally ignored it.
Yeah, well, you have to remember.
It's all good.
So we're up in the mountains. We have no cell reception. It took us 2 hours to get the video set to live this morning for the install video. So I haven't watched it yet. But I guess it's 3 pieces or whatever, they all bolt together, but it fits really nice, man. Looks great, fits good. Are they going to be doing a vault for this, do you know?
I don't know. I'm sure that's probably going to be in the works down the road, but you know, our main goal was to check the front windshield. That turned out to be the same as the 2-seater.
Yeah.
And then they had to build a whole new one for the rear.
Yeah, you can see when you're in person especially, but you can see this windshield this rear is much different
straight
than
up and down versus
much different than the 2-seat. Yeah. So, but fits great, looks good. So it keeps Dave's hair straight when we're cruising along.
Dave has a real big issue with his hair. He's got so much of it, it just blows everywhere.
Can we answer the question? I don't know if we can, if this window will work with the accessories they have, like the subwoofer, that type of stuff.
Yeah, so the subwoofer it will, because the subwoofer actually just comes to here.
Does it? Okay.
And you wouldn't be able to run this. So it actually fits in this portion. So the subwoofer would have no issues. The only thing it won't do is if they do have some type of speakers that go up in here, there's a good chance that they aren't going to fit. So.
That makes sense. But if I remember right, their rear speakers are in the door. I don't.
Oh, yeah, on the 4-seater, they're in the door.
Yeah, I don't think Kawasaki offers a pod.
That way.
But yeah, it seals it up nice back there, man.
Yeah.
I imagine if they did do a vault on this, if they put a vault, just so everybody knows it is not familiar with it, that's what Dirt Warriors calls their full cabin closure kit for this. So they have them for the 2-seat. I imagine they may do them for the 4-seat. Who knows? Not committing to anything, obviously. But if they did, man, it would seal it up nice, I'm sure. So anyway, that's where we're at, kind of midway through the ride here. She's been awesome. You feel the length.
XP wheels are doing great.
Yeah, these are our wheels off our Pro XP. So 35s. But anyway, so far, great. We'll get back to riding. Before you take off, let me just shoot something real quick. All right, I'm in the back of the KRX. We're about to take off. I just wanted to show you guys the leg room in the back of this thing. Like, this is insane. I'm comfortably sitting here. Dave moved the seat up a little bit, but not a ton. There's plenty of room back here, man. Plenty. Awesome. Okay, we're back at the trailer loading up after day 1. It was a good day. She's a bit dirtier. Couple things throughout the day we noticed riding in wet, muddy areas. Kawasaki, the KRX, both the 2-seat and the 4-seat have the best driver visibility as far as placing your tire and everything on obstacles that there is. It's really awesome. But that means when you hit big puddles, water often ends up on the inside of the machine. So keep that in mind. You kind of have to choose between if you want great visibility and water on your face, or not as great visibility and no water on your face. Is kind of what you got to choose. Ride, still impressive. What else? Anything else?
Power, I mean, what were we close to, 11,000 feet or more?
Yeah, we got up over, I would say it's over 11,000 feet. We'll put like down below or whatever what the actual altitude was.
Can't say enough for stock.
Yeah, comfort, awesome. Ride quality, awesome. What else? That's about it for today. So we've got another day up here in the central Utah mountains. messing around with it. So we'll be out doing that tomorrow. You also see Dave's bike with us as well. We're doing a little bit of testing some car-to-car options with Cardo. So we're working on that as well. So we'll be, we did some chasing around and whatnot with that as well to test their car-to-car ability. So a lot of fun. Look forward to tomorrow. Getting another day in the KRX. So anything else from you guys?
Tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Long riding day.
Yeah.
Spend some hours in it.
Yeah, today we probably got about 3 hours in it, just jacking around, doing a couple different trails and stuff. We're going to go all the way. We're going to put about 50, 60 on it tomorrow, which will be a lot of fun as well. So, and tomorrow we'll have 4 fat dudes. Sorry, 3 fat dudes and a less fat dude. With 2 other guys trying to get working on their fatness, but not quite there yet.
They haven't committed yet.
But either way, we'll have, let's see, 2, 5, we'll have nearly 1,000 extra pounds of meat riding around in the thing as well. So if you want to talk about testing the power or testing whether or not it's good enough to get you around as far as that goes, we're going to have 1,000 extra pounds running around in it tomorrow. So looking forward to that. We'll check out for today and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there's one in the rig, dude.
Is there really?
There was, yeah.
I killed one a little bit ago.
Oh, it just flew out. Shut the freak up, dude. What have we gotten ourselves into? What have we gotten ourselves into? All right, dude, start it up so I can get in, we can leave. They're literally hanging out by the rig.
I know, I'm letting, come on, let's go.
No, dude, go, bro. All right, we're midway through testing. We're headed back from Marysville, headed to go back to, you know, where we came from. Figured we'd give you a little indication what we're headed into. Wind noise is gonna get gnarly, but that's rain. Lots of Lots of rain. Last minute, we decided to put the Dirt Warriors windshield on and the Dirt Warriors rear window on. Glad we did, because plowing through that with no windshield would not have been fun. So let's see how she does in the rain.
All right, it's just all starting now, so looks like it's clearing up a little bit farther. So we'll see what happens. Okay, hang on. I did, I went real close. No. Shut up. Okay. Dude, this freaking place reeks, bro.
A little pit stop on our testing of the KRX. Figured we'd show you guys this. This is cool, man. There's so much cool stuff to see in Utah and just about everywhere else. So this is a old mining site. It's called the Silver King Mine. There's the old outhouse right there. This is the house, pretty cool looking. The date on it was like 1894, so it's from a while back. You can kind of see on the inside here what it looks like. They got it locked up and stuff. But you can see they've got like a sewing machine over there on the left. Table right here. Old bed. Couple beds back there. Pretty cool stuff though, man. I love, that's one thing I love about side-by-sides, is it allows you to access places like this. See cool stuff like this. Oh, there's a bridge down here. Should we walk down this path and see what's down there? Let me go in front, Garrett. I'm going to time-lapse this. Let me go in front, you freaking butthole.
Okay. What's up, guys? Dave here, Garrett, Deranged Off-Road. Here kind of with our final thoughts after our ride up in the Paiute Trail in the Tusher Mountains in Utah.
It's all stock again.
Yeah,
Going back to the tires.
we took off the glass, different tires. I gotta say, having that windshield was a friggin' lifesaver up there. It rained, friggin' cats and dogs.
The only thing we forgot to do is put on the manual wiper. That would have helped.
It would have helped. Well, it probably just would have smeared mud all over the place. But so yeah, we just want to kind of give you some final thoughts on how we liked it up there. We took it clear up to almost 12,000 feet. As far as power wise, we all know it's not a freaking like ripper machine. It does pretty good up there in the mountains. 12,000 feet. The power was sufficient. I think that's the word I'm going to use. It was sufficient. For the roads we were on, we're not trying to even cruise like 30-40 miles an hour just because the roads wouldn't allow for it. But even on the steep switchbacks, we could accelerate up the hill. It's not like it was bogging and slowing down and like you're running out of power. I didn't ever feel like
3 guys and a bunch of gear.
Yeah, that's 3 guys
and a spare tire in the back.
3 guys, probably, I don't know, 50 to 70 pounds of gear in the back. And
on 35s and windshields.
On 35s, windshields. So yeah, I mean, it was a decent load. I think it handled it sufficiently for, 112 horsepower. I wasn't disappointed in the power at all. I drove it all around and I was pretty happy with it. So
I just don't understand where you need to go 70 miles an hour, 40, 50 in these mountains anyways. I just don't see it.
Not on the mountain trails that we're cruising. In the dunes, you're not, nobody's cruising 90 miles an hour in the dunes on a regular basis.
Unless they're drag racing.
Yeah. Anyways, let's not get on that sidetrack. The power was sufficient. Would you like more power? Yes, of course, everybody wants more power. But we had a great time, loaded down, cruise to our heart's content, put hours and hours on the machine.
And I guess if you want to answer the question, I can't believe Kawasaki made such a huge, heavy pig with the same amount of horsepower. Why would they ever do that? To be honest with you, it works just great.
Yeah.
So
you load your family in this, you're gonna have a good time. Like, honestly, we all came away feeling like this is kind of the ultimate family mountain cruising, trail riding, all around machine. I don't know if it's the best, but it's great. I'll say that.
So the next subject we're going to cover is, of course, handling and suspension. And as you know, I've had my KRX 2-seater for quite a long time. We bought it like a month after they came out.
Yeah.
So we've had it for a long time. And that machine rode insanely well straight off the showroom floor. Like, we all drove it without any modifications. It was great. This machine even rides better than that one, and I think the reason is you have the added length plus the weight, and it even rides better. I just can't not believe how well this machine handles. And I always say this, you can have whatever power you want to a machine, but if the machine doesn't handle and it can't take it in the suspension, it's not even worth having.
Right.
This machine, I literally at one point fell asleep in the pasture. I've never done that in a very long time.
His head was bobbing like this as we're cruising
like,
down the bumpy
kids.
dirt roads, roots, tree roots, boulders, rocks. He was back here.
I was
wherever
in,
you
I was
were.
in the passenger front seat.
You were falling asleep. It was
But actually,
hilarious.
Dave and I were kind of fighting because Joe was driving. We were like, "Oh, you can keep driving." And I'm like, "Dude, I want to sit in back because I just want to sleep." He's like, "No, I want to sit in back." So this is probably one of the first UTVs I can honestly say that it didn't matter where I sit in it. It was comfortable completely anywhere.
The back seats are great.
Yeah.
It's a
like,
comfortable ride.
Way more comfortable. The room, the ride quality, everything. Is the machine a little bit loud? It does get a little loud, but as you saw in our video, we're using the Cardo type headsets.
Yeah, we got the headphones from Cardo. Those are freaking sweet if you want to get into something like that. Or
And I'm
just
sure we'll
other
have a
headsets.
video out on that, or we might have already had a video out on it before this one. But those make a big difference too. But the ride quality, you can't beat it. Like, when I'm sitting here trying to compare it to our Pro XP, and as you guys know, if you followed along with our Pro XP build, we put a lot of money in the suspension and HCR, which is all great quality stuff, and we have no complaints. But it's amazing to get a ride quality that's pretty much just as good in a 68-inch wide machine. It truly is.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's as good as what we've spent on the Pro XP because that's just kind of like sticking a dagger in our heart.
Yeah, but it's still kind of like, it's already there because it's like, if it's not, it's almost as good.
It rides really good.
Yeah. So we don't know how long the springs will hold out and all that kind of stuff like the 2-seaters have. We will soon when we have our own, and we'll figure that out as time goes. But honestly, I think for suspension, it is by far one of the best 4-seaters on the market. Straight off the showroom floor, you can throw 33s, 35s on it, and it rides like butter. Like, you aren't tired at the end of the day. You're relaxed the whole time. It was just we had a great experience, like a great, awesome experience riding through the mountains, hitting rainstorms, hitting all that kind of stuff. And the reason why is because this unit was so comfortable.
Yeah. One thing I love about the KRX, 2-seat, 4-seat, whatever, you throw 35s on it and the steering is just freaking light as a feather. Our Pro XP, we throw 35s on that. It's like, where'd the power steering go?
Yeah.
So kudos to Kawasaki on that. It's freaking dope.
Even in the diff lock, the same thing with 2-seater.
Yeah.
Even in the diff lock, smooth as heck. It wasn't even like my TRX 800, very difficult to turn under diff lock. This, way smooth. I'm blown away by it.
I think my biggest complaint, I'll say two biggest. One's really nitpicky and stupid, but it just stood out to me while I was cleaning it. Biggest complaint is the noise in the back seat. It's pretty loud. You know, I wouldn't want to be sitting back there without something like all day long.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's louder than like I don't know.
XP 1000 or any other 4-seater.
But
it's pretty loud, but
it's pretty loud. Another thing I just thought of, the crossover noise, there's quite a bit of that, but we didn't hear it much because we had the headphones on. As far as cleaning it, I don't think I got any shots of this, but I don't know who the expert engineers were that placed the floor drains in this thing, but in the front seat, they're up front, like in the floor.
Oh, really?
But in the back seat, they're in the back. Come on, man!
Got it. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. sense.
So-
So they don't drain well.
No, it doesn't drain well at all. Am I right? Where is it at?
Yeah, it's up front in the...
Up front, in the floor, on the back, and in the back.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So you want to park on a hill so the water can drain to the drains or whatever, or vice versa. But this,
So I guess you're gonna park downwards when you do the rear, and then you turn around and go upwards when you do the front.
yeah, and I know that's such a stupid nitpicky thing, but
That's true.
it's weird. I'm trying to get the mud out of this thing, and I just sat there forever, and I didn't even get it all out. So sorry, Kawasaki. There's a little
It
bit
looks
about
good. Dave did a good job cleaning, so I give him a pretty good high score. As you know, I'm like the clean master.
Yeah.
That's pretty clean. Yeah, it looks good. My overall take on it, the one thing that I haven't experienced is the poly roof with the sunroof in it.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
I never thought about getting one for ours really, or really wasn't interested in it, but I actually liked it on
It's
the
kinda
4-seater.
cool.
The kids can see, you can see trees, so if kids are back there, they can see some stuff through the roof. Actually, it was really cool, and it gives it a great look.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind that. As far as the cluster gauge, I love the new cluster gauge where you have all the colors. It's bright, you can see everything easy.
It works well.
Compared to my KRX, that's a great cluster on that, but I really like the color one.
I wish the menu thing was a little easier, user-friendly
Yeah.
to use, but we've talked about this stuff before in other videos.
Yeah, we won't get into it, but it's all the same there. Honestly, my overall take is I love the machine. I think it's one of the best machines you can get and literally not have to do anything to it once you buy it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to leave it stock, you completely can leave it stock.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything to this.
No, we're looking at some options, honestly. We feel like a 35-inch tire might be a little much, so probably like a 33 or a 34, and then maybe you can look at a tune and some weights or something and call it a day.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. My overall take is I give it like a 9 out of 10. It's amazing. I just can't give it a full 10 yet because we haven't had it for months and put tons of miles on it to see what it does.
We're yet to see how clutches hold up and that kind of stuff.
Springs,
and
all that kind of
springs and
stuff.
weights and all that. So
I'm like 8 or 9 out of 10, dude. It's amazing machine. It rides so well.
it's a good, solid machine for sure. I won't
Anyway.
give it a number.
Yeah. I'm trying to give a number and I shouldn't because there's really no way you can give it a number. But
Yeah.
anyways, I think that's it, Dave.
Yeah.
You have anything else?
No, I think we've covered some of the points, and hopefully that's good enough.
In the video, you'll see some tight riding as well. So we got in some tight spots that we had to get through.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We don't do a lot of mountain riding, and we don't.
We need to actually do more.
We don't do Hatfield and McCoy, that kind of stuff. So, from what I understand, back east, trails get tight. This might be a little bit of a problem. I mean, she's big, she's thick. So, we all know that anyways. It's long. We experienced some of that on some of the trails. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
But we got through some stuff. We had a great time. That's all that matters. I honestly, at the end of the day, though, if you're buying the 2-seater, you're buying the 4-seater, with the added weight, all that kind of stuff, I honestly think you can't go wrong. I think all those people talking about how heavy it is and they shouldn't have done this, shouldn't have done that, are actually wrong because the machine actually performs really well for what it's built for.
Yeah, for its intended purpose, it's great. Good job, Kawasaki. We like it.
Yeah, great job. We really like it.
We'll
So-
be hopefully adding one to the stable shortly.
Yep. All right, guys, that's it. So whatever you pack in, you pack out. This is Garrett and Dave. Dave Stopper.